Hey guys, and welcome to Natural Aesthetics. So this video just features a compilation of training clips that I recorded over the last week or so. Currently only squatting once per week, as opposed to, I guess, most consistently over the last couple of years, twice per week. Sometimes even 4 or 5 times a week that I've been squatting, to great effect. Bear in mind that's only for shorter periods of time, those high frequency weeks. But this program only calls for once per week, and just kind of grinding the weight back up after dieting for a long period of time and having the competition, up to 3 sets of 635, adding about 5 kilo each week, and some weeks are in fact feeling easier than the last week, so that's a good sign. I should be up to some heavy loads soon enough. This is an interesting study showcasing the difference between the back squat and front squat in terms of maximal thigh contraction. Now, as a natural bodybuilder, you need to be incorporating some kind of heavy squat, be it back squat or front squat, into your routine. It's the exercise that's going to give you the most bang for your buck as a natural bodybuilder. It's not to say you can't build big thighs without squats, but you need to be placing your body under a lot of stress. You need to pick exercises where your thighs are under the most load, and that's squats. You know, they're one of the harder exercises to perform, and you will grow from doing squats consistently as a natural bodybuilder. You know, it's simple as that. So interestingly, this study actually showcases that there's not much difference between the back and front squats in terms of maximal voluntary isometric contraction. Certainly not a difference big enough to be statistically relevant. What it did show, though, there was slightly less compression and knee extensor moments during the front squat in comparison to the back squat, which might suggest that the front squat may be a better choice for people that have perhaps meniscus problems on the kneecap, or tendonitis, or some kind of knee joint problem. Try front squats and it might be a little bit better on the knees, it might feel a little bit more comfortable. In my personal experience, however, I find box squats trump both back squats and front squats in terms of knee comfort. If I've had problems with my knees and I haven't been able to back squat or front squat, I've always been able to do some kind of box squat, and that's myself and clients included as well. It just emphasises keeping the weight on the heels, using your posterior maybe a little bit more, and there's certainly less discomfort on the knee joint. Obviously, if you have any knee problems, most knee problems when you're squatting can be sorted out by simply loosening the muscles around the knee joint, foam rolling and stretching the thighs, hamstrings, glutes, calves. Usually 90% of problems will go away. If, however, you have perhaps something serious going on with the knee joint, then try box squatting, see how it feels, and I guarantee you'll find it easier on the knee joint, have certainly less discomfort than the back or front squat. But take home point, you know, as a natural bodybuilder, you need to be utilising some form of heavy squatting in your routine on a consistent basis. You won't get that thick thigh development by doing leg extensions and curls with light weights. You know, it's not going to cut it as a natural. You need to put the body under a lot of stress with heavy loads. So then moving on to some upper body stuff, this is some shoulders. In fact, I'm struggling most on the overhead press than any other exercise at the moment in terms of weight progression. It's quite slow, whereas some of the exercises I'm finding quite easy to put weight on the bar, you know, after having dieted for so long. But overhead press is proving a little bit difficult. It's just something you need to persevere with. It's never been a strong exercise of mine, so I've just got to kind of grind out an extra rep each session. You have to remember also that if you're only pressing 50-60 kilos, then 10% of that is still kind of 5 kilos, so it's a lot of weight. So if you're putting on maybe 1 or 2 kilos, like little mini plates, each week, then that's pretty good going. So a week after the first leg session on this video, I'm still 85 kilos. I haven't been tracking calories this last week or so. After kind of binging for the first 3 weeks after my show, kind of slowed down a little bit, and strength is improving. My body weight is staying more or less the same, so that's a good sign. I'm getting stronger. I'm hopefully going to start to gain some muscle mass back slowly without putting on too much fat. You know, you have to be realistic as a natural bodybuilder that it's unwise to stay super lean all year round. You know, after a certain point, after a certain period of time that you've been training, you know, it really is a law of diminishing returns, really. You're going to gain less and less and less, and you have to accept and deal with the fact that you're going to have to eat more. You're going to have to eat on a surplus of calories consistently to grow. You know, those first few months or first couple of years perhaps, where you can grow consistently while still being in a deficit of calories. You can stay extremely lean and grow. That's what I did when I was younger, when I first started training. I attained a pretty good physique whilst hardly eating anything and really knowing nothing about dietary recommendations. You know, I grew because I trained hard, but however, that stopped, you know, when my body got to a certain point, and you know, I plateaued for a couple of years and then realised that I needed to start eating more and, you know, fall into that kind of traditional bulk and cut routine. This bulk, I will not be taking it to the extremes of the last bulk, and to stay a little bit more moderate in terms of my calories, but I still need to be overeating. I still need to be providing my body with more calories to grow. You have to understand that as a natural bodybuilder, you cannot stay lean year after year after year and continually make progress. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you learned a little bit. If you did enjoy the video, then please give me a thumbs up, and stay tuned for the next one. Stay strong. Also, if you want to follow me along on my program, you can download the spreadsheet that I designed on my blog site. The link will be in the description box below. You can also manipulate the days and exercises around to suit yourself. Thanks, guys.